This is Beer in Front, part of the Odd Pods Media Network. Sometimes the beer in front of you is the best one yet. I'll talk about some great beer, and I'll also talk to various people in and around the beer industry to get their stories all about beer. That's Beer in Front, and it's coming up now. Welcome to episode 200 of Beer in Front. I'm your host, Dave Zalatoris, and Beer in Front is a proud Odd Pods Media Network member. I mentioned on the anniversary show that came out last Monday that I want to talk more about beer from the state of Illinois. Well, on Tuesday, I decided to go all in. I'm calling it Drink Illinois Beer. I came up with a logo design. I put that on social media. I posted the first video with the beer from Beguile as well. I went to the Illinois Craft Brewers Guild website. I added all the breweries I could find there to an Excel file. I added some that I didn't see listed there. I even bought the domain to drinkillinoisbeer.com for future plans. Now, there's over 200 breweries all over the state, from the giant breweries in Chicago to some in towns I've never heard of, like Assumption. Now, I don't want to assume anything, but I'm going to assume that Assumption is a good town. It's smack dab in the middle of the state, and it's home to 1905 Brewing Company and Cypress Grove, and I'm going to get to you two down the road. I'm not going to put a time frame on this to be completed. Breweries open and close all the time, so the list is always going to be changing. Beers that are distributed are obviously going to be easier for me to purchase and talk about. Some breweries are nano breweries and they only serve beer in their tap room or a growler. I've already had one friend offer to help with beers from the Illinois side of St. Louis, and I have a few other people in mind that I'm going to hit up in the next couple of weeks. If you know of a great brewery in the state and I'm unable to get their beer myself, maybe we could do a swap. Or if you'd like to do a quick audio or video about that brewery for Drink Illinois Beer, by all means, let me know. Send me an email, dave@beerinfront.com. The format of this podcast, it's not going to change, and I'm not going to forget everything else just to talk about beer from Illinois, but I am going to try to have one on the show every week in addition to videos. But consider it an added bonus for those interested in beer from the Prairie State. In the next couple of weeks, I'll be speaking with Billy Go Top Farm and also the senior brand manager from El Jimador. And I have more things to follow. So the show's not changing. I'm just going to feature Illinois beers a little more often. The hop water I made with Magnum hops steeped in vodka came out pretty good. Now, to be fair, I think I liked the batch I made with the citric acid and the gypsum, but this is still good. I have a batch going on right now that I'm making with Cascade hops. Once that's done, I'll do a side-by-side video of them both. I talked last week about Pinter. Well, the package is delivered. I guess I'm an influencer. I can't influence my dog, but I guess I'm an influencer. So I'm brewing beer right now. It's pretty easy, actually. The proof is going to be how it tastes, obviously. That should be in another couple of weeks. I'm doing a long-form video about that, so you could follow me on YouTube or TikTok if you want to check that out. In beer and beverage news, the governor of Wyoming, Mark Gordon, signed SF 0079 into law. This will allow breweries that produce less than 25,000 barrels per year in Wyoming or who do business there, they're now going to be able to terminate their distributor contract without cause. This will remove long-drawn litigation, and after 45 days, if the brewery and distributor can't come to an agreement, it's going to be decided by binding arbitration. I think this is good. I feel for the small breweries here, it's good. Now, Sam DeWitt, who is the state government affairs director of the Brewers Association, he said that bills like SF 79 will help level the playing field and give small brewers a voice in how their beer is bought and sold. Speaking of bills, there is a bill in Wisconsin, HB 4945. This is called the Drink Wisconsin Bleed Law, that it's going to lower, if passed, the drinking age in Wisconsin from 21 to 18 if you're accompanied by a parent or legal guardian. Do you remember Jones Soda? Years ago, they made some goofy flavored soda pops like Brussels sprouts, I remembered. And I think they had one, it was like turkey and stuffing flavored for Thanksgiving. Well, guess what? They're coming out with a hard line of craft soda. They're going to have a mixed 12-pack that will be 8.4% alcohol, or also you could get single stovepipe 19.2-ounce cans. It's 6.9% alcohol. Sapporo and Stone is discontinuing their hard seltzer and margarita line while amping up its production of Sapporo at the California and Virginia facilities. Victory Brewing out of Pennsylvania is coming out with a pretzel beer. This is going to be part of a small batch series, and it's a toasted ale with sea salt. I'm intrigued. In time for March Madness, Prairie Artisan Ales is coming out with Buzzer Beater. This is going to be a sour with electrolytes, and everything I've had from Prairie has been good, so if I see that, I got to have it. Chicago's famous Malt Row is going to have a new edition at the end of this month. Demo Brewing Company will open the weekend of March 29th. They're going to be located at 1763 West Bertzow Avenue on the corner of Ravenswood. If you're familiar with Dovetail and Beguile, walk about a block north and you'll be there at Demo. Right now on their website, they're showing 9 different beers, 2 seltzers. That's going to be available, as well as wine and some guest non-alcoholic offerings. Block Club had a nice piece on them last week, so check out Block Club for more info. I'm planning on walking over there opening weekend, and I'll let you know more.
We interrupt this program to bring you a news blast.
Michael Jackson's ghost seen at a Yankees game.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, now with a shrimp in every bite.
Lil Uzi Vert's head diamond has been sold on the dark web.
Stories like this and more can be found at the Ever Trending Story, a podcast where we peruse the news and write a fun fictional story for you.
Find us wherever you download podcasts and follow us on the socials at EverTrendingPod, and we are proud members of the Odd Pods Media Network.
The Illinois beer in front is from Off Color. This is their crispy beer for pizza. They make so many great beers in the Beer for line that Beer for Pizza is good, but the crispy beer for pizza is an Italian-style lager. They use Pils and Munich malt, Select and Chinook hops, whole cone hops they use here. I'm not going to lie. I had this before. I picked it up when it came out, and it's really, really good. The artwork, like everything else that Off Color does, is spectacular. It has the pizza oven on there. It has the mice making the nice Chicago-style crispy tavern pizza. It's great. So let's crack open crispy beer for pizza. Oh, it is a beautiful, nice color. Good foam on this. Oh, yeah. It just smells so good. I mean, you get the nice hops here. Oh, it just smells fantastic. That's phenomenal. I've said a million times how much I love Italian Pilsners. One of my favorite styles. Off color, just knocked this one right out of the park. It is absolutely fantastic. Got everything going on there. You get the malt right up front. The hops are great. Little bitterness on the end. Not a lot, but you definitely know it's there. It's just a fantastic beer. If you like lagers, then you definitely have to get you crispy beer for pizza from Off Color. And don't forget to drink Illinois beer. The last beer I want to talk about is actually the last beer I have in my cabinet from Metropolitan. You heard they closed in December. Before they closed, I picked up a couple six-packs. I sent some stuff out to some friends of mine, and I kept a couple around. So figure as I'm talking about drink Illinois beer, I should have one from the late, great Metropolitan Brewery. The Generator Doppelbock was a great beer. Huge fan of this. So let's crack this open. I'm a little weepy right now, but let's crack open the Generator Doppelbock. Oh, this smells really good. You really get the nice malt aroma here. It looks great. The nice ruby red color, dark brown tinges of red in there. Looks and smells phenomenal. Good foam, good 2 fingers of foam here. Oh, wow. That was such a great beer. And, I've talked about it before on the show. I'm sure you've all read and seen it about Metropolitan. It's really a shame. But hopefully somewhere down the line, their recipes can continue because their beers were just so flippin' good. And I can't tell you to put it in the cart right now because there's nothing to get. This is my last one. So Metropolitan, you were surely missed in the great state of Illinois. That's going to wrap things up for episode 200 of Beer in Front. I thank you very much for listening. If you get a chance, please do me a favor and follow me over on Instagram, TikTok. If you see videos there, please like them. That helps get more people to see the videos and listen to this. If you need to get a hold of me or if you have any ideas about Drink Illinois Beer, you can email me, dave@beerinfront.com. I'll talk to you next week, and remember, sometimes the beer in front of you is the best one yet. All right, take care. We'll talk to you next week.